With that down, let's go on to our final main topic today. And our fifth and final main topic today gets submitted into us by Darren Richards, who writes, I've been reading about how intensive the physical training for the upcoming Batman movie has been for the actors. We've heard that this Batman will be more of a detective movie, but doesn't it seem with all the training that we're hearing about, we are still in for a high action film? What do you think? All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, Darren. And what Darren's talking about here is we have been hearing for some time that the new Matt Reeves Batman film will probably focus more on the detective aspect of Batman, which granted they've had little glimpses of, but not really gone full blown into him as the world's greatest detective. So it's a little bit more that way. That's the rumor at any rate. But at the same time, we've been seeing pictures and hearing about all the training regimen that Robert Pattinson's been going through, not just putting on bulk, but also doing a lot of jiu-jitsu training, a lot of stuff. He wants to be the actual one doing a lot of the hand-to-hand combat in it. So they're going very, very heavy on that, which tells me there's probably going to be a bunch of action. Compound on top of that, Catwoman actress in this movie, Zoe Kravitz, was talking about her prep for the movie, and she just recently said this. She says, I've been training a ton, which is great and hard. It's very physical. I come home limping every day. I come home limping every day, which is, honestly really great to hear. What this does, and what they were kind of suggesting in the question itself, is I think this information gives us a little bit of a glimpse into what we can expect from this new Matt Reeves Batman, because a lot of people have been thinking it'll just kind of steer away from the traditional comic book things, a lot of big high action, a lot of that kind of stuff, but it doesn't necessarily need to be an either or. It can be a both and. I think hearing all this work that they are all clearly doing to put in to be physically ready for this movie, saying they're coming home limping, that they're injuring themselves, they're doing it all the time. Rob, what I think this points us towards is that we are going to get more of a cerebral movie, probably a little bit more like the Joker was than, say, Justice League was. But I don't think that has to be 100% at the expense of having great action, great combat, great visceral Batman violence, all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, why have their actors going through so much hardship months before the movie starts going? So I think we're looking, and we could be, and I think all these interviews are pointing us towards the idea that we're going to get a both and in this one, which quite frankly excites me. I don't want to have to choose as a comic book movie fan, Rob, between give us something smart or give us something fun. Why not give us both? And if that's what Matt Reeves is going for, I'm all for it. You're hearing these interviews and getting this information, Rob. Do you think this points us to anything, or do you think I'm maybe pulling some, needles out of straw here?
No, I think we're probably going to get a combination of the two. I mean, one of the great joys of Batman movies, and I don't think we've ever seen the full extent of what we could get, is the idea of Batman in hand-to-hand combat. I mean, I've always expressed my love of movies like The Raid, or as I like to call it, The Rad, and seeing that kind of hand-to-hand combat. I mean, Batman is a straight-up martial arts genius. I mean, he's an incredible hand-to-hand combatant, and I would like to see more of that. I mean, I think we're going to get a more gritty, more streetwise, a guy that's ready to go rough and tumble and mix it up more than we've seen before. I think we're just going to get a more, I don't know if it's going to fit in the Joker universe, but definitely I think a more grounded Bruce Wayne. I mean, Nolan did a great job of doing that, but I think we're going to even see more of that. Of course, I could be wrong, but that's why I think they're going to do a lot of training, because they want the more that actors like to be able to be seen on screen. And Robert Pattinson's young enough that why wouldn't he want to kick ass? I mean, he can't do it when he gets older. Not everybody can be Tom Cruise. So why not be turn into a straight up brawler for this movie and really hone his skills? I mean, how much fun would that be, John? I mean, you were an MMA fighter. Wouldn't it be great to work on a movie like that and just train and become a wicked hand-to-hand combatant and be able to showcase that on screen? Who wouldn't want to do that? I want to see that.
Well, and you bring up a great point when you bring up Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, I believe, has been setting a new precedent that actors now want to be Tom Cruise. They see Tom Cruise going out there and saying, I want authentic realism. I want them to not have to be fooled into thinking that's me. I want them to see me doing it because I think that brings more weight to the scenes. And I think you're going to see other actors wanting to do that. So I think you raised a great point with that. Question here is, guys, what do you think about all this? Do you think, well, no big deal. They're just trying to be a little bigger to fit in their suits. Or do you think, no, it sounds like they're actually doing a lot of combat training. We're in for some high action. And is that the right direction to go? How do you guys feel about it? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.